Hi, this is Danny Flexon for Seconds Out with former WBO lightweight champion Terry Flanagan challenging for a world title at second weight on June the 9th, vacant super lightweight title for WBO against Maurice Hooker. Tell us what we can expect from the fight. It's a bit of a clash of body types and styles.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm about. I'm a aggressive boxer sort of thing. Box on the front foot, back foot, counter punch, whatever. But Hooker, what to expect from him is tall, ranger. He can also punch a bit. He can box on the back foot. Likes to he throws with you at times, so it might be a bit of a tricky fight to start with. But I see as the fight going on, it becoming only going one way.
Is there anyone in your past on your record that's similar in any way to Hooker that you could look at?
Not really, no. I mean, I've got to fight as a boxer a lot shorter than me. This guy's 6 foot odd, so yeah, it's a bit thingy. But I've sparred taller people. I don't really struggle with taller people, so yeah, I can't see the height being a problem once I come to distance with the range. I mean, I've also had great sparring, so sparring partners at first the range, and now I'm starting to close the range and beating them to the jab, starting working the jab more and out jabbing a taller fight. And once you start doing that, you know you're not far away.
Anyone that we'd know of in terms of the sparring partners?
Not really, mate. Just the bigger lads in the gym, like the light middleweights and people like that. But yeah, also like Dale Collin and Liam Taylor, who's good fighters. Liam's got a great jab, and yeah, it's good just working in the gym, and a few up-and-coming fighters, a few amateur kids, because it's just about styles. But we've got 6 weeks now, start putting some proper rounds in and getting the sparring in to help us for the fight.
With the extra weight on in training camp, you're sparring people that you've sparred with in the past. What sort of feedback are you getting from them in terms of how much stronger you are?
Yeah, it's just having that natural bit more physically bigger. I mean, I don't know if I ever really load up on shots, but I feel like my shots I've got a lot more in, and I'm not loading up a lot sharp, still keep my speed, carry my speed up. You look at the likes of Manny Pacquiao, the only small fighters, but when they get them with them taller fighters, just beat them with speed and work rate and timing and stuff like that. So yeah, it's something I'd be looking to do.
You've got the longest unbeaten run in British boxing, which we talked about when you were up on the stage. Your lightweight title reign, you always seem to be one step away from a big fight. Obviously the Anthony Crolla, Manchester Derby, and also unifying with some of the other champions. Jorge Linares, for example, was quite close at one point. How do you reflect back on that title reign as a whole now?
Yeah, they're the fights I wanted. I mean, I was calling for fights since I won the world title. I wanted to unify straight away, and I ended up having 5 defences of it. But yeah, hopefully at this new weight now, if I can come through this fight against Maurice Hooker, and then we can look to unify. Frank's promised me he'll get me them big fights, and yeah, they'll be a long time coming.
How much of a struggle was the weight at 135, and if you'd known you weren't going to get those huge fights at lightweight, would you have moved up earlier?
Yeah, there was always the opportunity to move up. I mean, I always thought, yeah, I'd move up, but didn't really have the opportunity. I mean, I was getting the fights, he was still talking on fights, and yeah, I think it's shown in my last few performances that making lightweight was getting harder and harder. But yeah, I'm still walking about now at the same weight I'd be if I was lightweight, so I think only time I tell. I mean, the last couple of weeks before the fight will be like the big telling point where I was like just concentrating on making weight. Now I can concentrate more on the fight and focus and work tactics of the fight.
Since Terence Crawford moved up from super lightweight, it looked like the division was wide open. Then we saw that Mikey Garcia had decided to settle there briefly, and now he might be going back down, and we're not sure who's doing what. Is that a big opportunity for someone like you to stamp your mark on the division?
Of course, yeah. I mean, I don't think Garcia's been as powerful and dominant at 10 stone as he was at 9'9", so yeah, I think if the fight ever did happen with Garcia, it would suit me more up at 10 stone. I'd be a better fighter than that, and I don't think he would. I think he carries more power down at lightweight than he does at 10 stone, which is shown because he's not been knocking these guys out up at 10 stone. But yeah, hopefully we can can make them big fights.
Other champions in that division, you've got guys like Kirill Relic and Jose Ramirez, who are all action fighters. Could be some great fights for you and for people to watch down the road.
Yeah, I reckon that'd be a good fight, the Relic fight, if we could come through this one, and then Frank could make the unification fight with Relic. It'd be a good show.
And June the 9th, obviously, you're the world title fight on the bill. Everyone's talking about Tyson Fury's comeback on the same show, but yours will be the only world title fight, nominal main event. How big a deal is it for you to be fighting at home in front of what we expect to be quite a big crowd?
Of course, I love boxing in Manchester. That's where I feel like my best. I feel comfy, and yeah, I think now it's been moved back to Manchester, I'll be a better fighter in Manchester. I mean, being able to stay in your own bed the night before, with 2 minutes away from the arena, so it's always a plus point.
And before I let you go, how important is it to you that you not just get the job done, but you put on a bit of a show, because it is a big opportunity, a lot of eyes will be on the show?
Of course, yeah. I mean, some of my best nights have been in Manchester, and I'm looking to show people what I'm about up at 10 stone, and people say, yeah, maybe it was the weight that was like playing a part. So at the minute in the gym, I feel better than I've ever felt. I feel big, strong, sharp. I feel like I've got that hunger back, and what become a 2-weight world champ. Whereas them last few defences, there was 60-40 defences in my favour. This one's a genuine 50 fight, and I know I've got to go in and put it all on the line. I mean, there's going to be some tough rounds. There's going to be some rounds where I feel like I have to dig in and like go to war a bit, and I know I'm in that mindset at the minute. That's the frame of mind I'm in. So yeah, I'm looking to get in there and have a tear up and show people what I'm about.
I've interviewed you a few times over the years, and you've always been a bit of a quiet man, you know, not someone who pushes yourself forward necessarily. But then you were talking quite eloquently up on the stage in the interview now. You know, I haven't had to prompt you much or anything. You're talking and talking. Do you feel that you've got a lot better at this side of the kind of media obligations?
No, I probably should be better than what I am, really, for how long I've been in the game and who I am. But I'm not too fussed. It's never been a thing that'd bother me. I've always just go in the gym. I'm not one who's really active on social media, because I'm too busy training rather than getting my phone out doing videos. I mean, no disrespect to anyone else that does a lot of social media, because people want to see that, the fans want to see it, but just at times I'm too busy like concentrating on the next session and going home and getting my rest in before my evening session and resting up as much as I can. And like I say, I always give myself train 100% and leave no stone unturned. So come fight night, I know if I go in there and put it all on the line, if I do, I'll come unstuck. The better man won.
Maybe in an era where everyone seems to be addicted to social media, the fact you're not makes you stand out.
Yeah, I think so, but also not. I mean, I'm not very well known to the general public like the likes of other fighters are. We've got 3 or 4 losses on the record. I'm, like you say, undefeated lightweight champion of the world, 33-0, longest unbeaten record in Britain, and people like take the piss out of fingers, say he's Terry Flanagan, don't know him, he don't socialise with the general public and don't put his name out there. It's not that. I'm the type of person not to. When people see me out and about, I'm always happy to give a photo, or people like, it's just that I don't really like to put myself out there as much as other fighters do.
Well, you can let your fist do the talking, as they say, and they seem to be doing a good job for you so far. Thanks very much for your time.
Thank you.